Well, hello folks, and welcome to another exciting episode of Dave's Allotment on this glorious, lovely summer's day. No, it's autumn now, like you can tell. Things have got to be done though, rain or no rain. These chrysanthemums here, the rest of them need to get dug out and all that kind of thing. And I might even dig one of these ochres out here, the New Zealand yam, because I'm a bit eager. So I will crack on with that. First of all though, kettle on. Like I say, I'm here for the duration, so I hope yous are too, and I'll see yous in a bit. Get the kettle on.
Dave at the allotment. Dave, what are you after this afternoon? Still cracking on at the allotment? Get the kettle on. It's Dave at the allotment. See you in a bit.
Check out me prize. I'll tell you about it later. Cheers. Well, it's been chucking down all morning. It's brightened up now. 3:30. I have been doing some jobs. I'll tell you about that in a minute though. I'll show you. I've put my chrysanthemums. These are the rest of them in a nice vase there. So I've sorted them out. I've put them in the greenhouse to overwinter. Next job is, of course, another cuppa. Now, if you're wondering about my cup, I entered a competition. UK Here We Grow. They have a Facebook page, and they had a competition. September photograph competition. And guess who won? Hey, get in. So there's the cup. Thank you very much for the prize, and I'm glad you liked the picture. Cheers! Like I say, while this is boiling, I'll tell you what else I've been doing. Now, I know some of you will be thinking, oh, here we go again, skips. But I found something in a skip the other day which is very interesting. Now, I noticed one of the bungalows over there next to the cemetery was getting a new roof, and I looked in the skip, and there was a load of these slates here. Now you're probably wondering why. Why have I got a load of old broken slates? Well, if you can notice, I don't know if you can get the colour of that, but it ain't no normal slate. It's like a green colour. So, like I say, you're probably thinking to yourself, why have I got all them? Just turn that off because you can't hear us. I haven't got my mic on it. It's too much of a faff on. I'll just do that for the far away scenes. So folks, cheers. Nice cuppa there, as always. Right, so back to this. This is like a green slate, and I know the old woman that lives there. She was telling us about it years ago. It's special slate. It's been cut into shapes. You'll see later on. But I have had an idea, and see what you think about this. What I've been doing is, while it's been raining, getting the slate, chopping it into pieces like that. Can you see? Chopping them into pieces like that. Can you guess what it is yet? And then I've been getting the best best bits and rounding the edges off there. And you see, nice and smooth. Now what does that look like? A plant label. A slate plant label, folks. Production has begun. If you're interested to know, that is the final product there. Nice smooth edged. Now, I've seen the price of these on the internet, and whew, expensive. And what I was thinking is, I'll sell them 50p each. Bespoke, green slate, handmade, good size, last forever plant labels. Also, for £1, I will inscribe them with my own hand. Anything you want. Whatever you want on, I'll do it. So what do you think of that, folks? You've seen it here first. Get them while you can. Limited edition. Haha. I think they're kind of good. I'll show you outside later. It's stopped raining now, so I can show you what I have been doing as well outside, because it's interesting. It does involve these. And if you don't already know, thank you to Nigel from Julie's Allotment, and thank you to everybody who suggested Nigel in the first place. I already knew, like, because you know, he's the apple expert. But I did send away my apples, and if you haven't already seen, Julie made a video the other day, and it's identified. Now the apple is, I wrote it down because it's quite hard. The apple is, drum roll please, Claygate Pruning. That's Claygate Pruning. Whoa, ha. Thank you very much, Nigel. You're a star. Cheers. Now I'm going to crack on outside. I'll take us outside. I'll show you what I've been doing. Because like I say, it's all about the apple. So, the case of the mysterious apple tree has been solved. Claygate Pruning. Now, I'll tell you a little story. As you can see, it's an old tree, and it has been over the years espaliered, which must have been a long time ago, because like I say, it's over 60 years old, this tree. And as some of you already know, I have been for years trying to identify it. Now, well, here's the story of me tree, right? It's not my story, it's the story of this apple tree. Now, when I first got this plot, these gardens next door here, they were the same size as this. They were just waste ground. Now, this tree was in my garden originally, because Ray told us. But what I did was put a load of, because years ago we used to get a lot of bother with rabbits, so I sunk a load of corrugated iron down to stop them. Now obviously I couldn't go past this tree, so I just started the fence from here. Now when the council come to make these two gardens into 4, there was a bit of a dispute. Now when I first got the garden, this tree, it was huge, you know, absolutely massive. It was covered in apples, but over the years, like when I pruned it back one year, I thought I'd killed it off because it wasn't producing any apples, and then I realised it was because there was no other apple trees around. So, on with the story. Malcolm there next door, the weed killer king, he says, oh, I work for the council, I can get them, I'll cut that tree down, no problem. I says, yeah, no, I want to know what it is first, you know. It's a mystery apple. So ever since then, I say about 6-7 years, I've been trying to find out what this apple is. Now I did, a couple of years ago, I went to an apple identification day. That was no help because they didn't answer us back or anything. So I eventually, like I say, managed to get some apples off, and Nigel, thank you Nigel once again, has identified the tree. Now, the reason I've kept it is because I didn't know, like I say, I wanted to know what sort of apple it was first, before, like if it was just a run-of-the-mill, everyday, ordinary apple tree, I would have just cut it down, you know, what's the point in having this? But since it's like a rare apple, I am going to prune it down. I've asked Nigel a little bit of advice, and what I'm going to do is take it right back to this espalier. So what I've been doing is, because years ago I did a NVQ in horticulture, which involved tree pruning. So what I've been doing is going along, I'm taking all of this growth off here, from along here, taking all them off, because most of them I'd been crossing. Everything that Nigel says on that video was spot on. It hasn't been sort of looked after properly for years. Well, as you can see, it's gone massive. So I'm busy now. I'm going to prune back all of the branches that aren't wanted and get rid of some of the height here. And eventually I'll be able to get some nice looking apples off it, because like Nigel says, most of them they get diseases and that after a few years, and this is an old tree, so it's going to get a good old pruning back now, and it's going to get a good old looking after as well. Right, so I'm going to crack on with this, get all of the dead, diseased and crossing branches off, and then I'll show you what's happening at the end of it. So let's get over the obstacle course here while the sun is still a-shining. I will crack on with this, so I'll see you in a bit. Well, the sun is starting to set, so I better show you around what I've been doing so far today, in between the rain. Annie's in the house because it was raining when I came out. It's nice and bright blue sky there now, so I'll be taking her out shortly. Anyway, there's me starting with my apple tree pruning. My Claygate Pemain apple tree, don't you know? But as you can see there, it's quite thick. The espalier goes quite thick, and all of this, what I've chopped off, was either dead, diseased, damaged or crossing. That's enough for the day. Like, I don't want to do too much, it might shock the tree altogether. But that's that. My Claygate Pemain apple tree is coming back to life. Right, okay. These dahlias are still flowering. When are they ever going to stop? I don't mind. That's all of my chrysanthemums out. I'll show you them in the greenhouse. It's getting a bit cold now. I've got my t-shirt on. While I have, I'll show you my new tattoos. Does anybody know that? You should do. And I got the wall to finish off that bit, because eventually there will be brick wall, and that's my Aussie tattoo, if you can see it there. I cannot see it myself, so I don't know if you can. That's me tattoos. Before I show you me pumpkin, here's all the slate. Now look at it. Once it's cleaned up, it's nice green colour. You tell there. You cannot really tell in the sun, but it's a nice colour, and I will be making some plant label things. Here's me pumpkin. Don't think anything's going to happen with that now, like. So I'll just stop it here for a sec. Right, I'm back. As I was saying, this pumpkin, it's a pumpkin. It's not as big as what I was hoping for, but there's always next year. Look at this artichoke, man. It never stops growing. Ever since I put it in, it never fails us. Now I was going to maybe dig one of these out today, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to wait until the first frost, like it's supposed to. But I cannot wait to find out if there's anything under there. Like, I've had a little sneaky feel around here, look, and there's a little tiny one. There's a little tiny one. So I hope there's a few bigger than that in there, otherwise, god damn it. Right, cracking on, because the sun is going to go down. Look at me bamboo now. It's coming on a treat. Quickly show you in the greenhouse here, before I show you them. The grapes are just about done now. I'm starting to pick up the last bunches. I don't think these are going to ripen much more than that, because the sun is going down now, and it is winter nearly. I've had loads of bunches off though. I will be taking more bunches off, and I'll be making a little bit more wine, but I'll tell you about that later. There's my chrysanthemums overwintering, and hey, look at that. What a lovely plant label. Just a job. Available now. £1 or 50 pence with nothing written on. From a allotment called Dave near you. Coming soon. Haha. That brings us on to here. There's some more tiles. The slates, these slates are, I was talking to the woman, like I say, and they're hard to get hold of. The original tiles from when they were put up, and they're all being shaped into this. And obviously over the years I've just had to get rid of it. But they have tried to keep as much as they can. You cannot see from here, so I'll not bother showing you. But, that's all there is. So there'll be a limited production of these, folks. Quite good. Like I say, if you want them inscribed, it's up to you. But if you just want them so you can just write on yourself with a Sharpie or something, because that's the thing with the slate, it'll just rub off and you can use it again. In fact, I would use chalk or something. But I'm getting ahead of myself here now. Here's my apples, look. I found it when I was chopping down there. This is the most ripe and untouched Claygate Pearmain. So I'm going to have a taste of that. And this next to it is one of my Ergamont russet. It's a bit small like, but you can see it's a russet colour. And I'll see if I can chop this with one hand. Oh, look at that as well. I found that in the skip where I got these tiles from. Perfect for me chimney. Just what I was looking for. Everything comes from a skip. One day it'll always be there. That's the Ergamont russet. It's got a nice sweet taste. Very nice. Now this apple has got like a pineapple-y sort of taste. I should have peeled the skin off first. I'll put it down here a sec. Now apparently this is an old apple. Been around since 1820. No, I haven't made a very good job of that. Oh, but there is definitely sweet pineapple taste to it, like. Lovely white flesh. Tasty. I'm going to put that down and finish it off when I finish recording. I'll just spin you around there, sorry about that folks. Now, my peppers are still coming on thick and fast, and they don't seem to be stopping either. Crunch crunch. The crunch punch. Remember that apple advert? Aye, plenty of these. Now I don't think these are going to turn red either. There's quite a few of them on there. So they might have to just come off. Give them a couple more weeks and see what happens. I'll keep forgetting to show you that. That's from Wilkinson's. The 9-pot stand thing. It's alright for £1, like. They were supposed to be £8 and I don't think I would pay that because you don't get the pots with it. It's just them 3 plastic things. But it's alright for £1. Look quite nice. Now my grapes, I've been pulling off bunches to eat, and what I'm going to do is I've been pulling off the load and I'm going to make some more wine. But before I talk about that, I'm just going to sit you down in the chair, so I'll leave you on a little picture of me flowers. Right folks, that's about it for the day, and before it gets too dark I'll just sit down and have a bit chat with you. First of all, I like whoa, cut! Ha! First of all, I would like to say thank you to everybody that commented on me wine making video. I did make a mistake, I know I did. I have commented back. I added some more yeast to it, and it's bubbling away, so let's see what happens with that. In the meantime though, I have picked some more grapes. I will be making some more wine properly. I have all of the ingredients. I even bought myself one of them hydrometers, so I'll let you know the progress of that. If people aren't aware, I do have a Facebook page, Dave's Allotment. Just type that in the Facebook, you'll find it. I sometimes do live videos which I can't upload to YouTube, so they can only be seen on my page basically, so check them out as well. Like I say, thank you to everyone that commented. Winemaking has become very interesting, and it's all because of YouTube and all that kind of thing, so thank you very much. Also, once again, thank you very much to Nigel for identifying the mystery apple, the Claygate Pearmain. Thank you. And I'll also like to thank everybody for the interest in me challenge. What's your story? Julie, I've watched yours. That's interesting. Rob, I've watched yours as well, and you've done a good job there with the editing and all that. That's good. It'll be interesting to hear other people's stories once they appear, which I'm sure they will. I know motorbike. I know Dan's doing one because he commented. Anyway, thank you for everybody in the interested. It is interesting because all these things happened for me because of yous lot. You know, the more subscribers I got, the more stuff I did. And Rob, old gardener guy, you were the one that first got us into playing the ukulele. So thank you very much for that. Speaking of which, haha, I haven't played this for a while. Now, like I say, Rob, you got us into the ukulele, and I've got into loads of things, all thanks to YouTube and people like yous who make videos. It's all good, make videos, and I'll watch them. If it's interesting to us, I'll watch it. Like I say, I never used to think I'd start getting into making wine, but I have. And now I'm getting into apple pruning and all that. So thanks everybody, thank you very much for making videos, and also thank you very much for watching my videos and all that, and even taking the time to comment. I do read all the comments and all that. It's just quite hard to catch up sometimes, but I am getting there slowly but surely, and I do watch other people's videos. I try my best. At the end of the day, my YouTube channel started out for fun, and I'm trying to keep it fun. I don't try and compete with anybody or anything like that. This is just how I do things. Like I say, skip rat, that's what, if you want to call us that, that's all good, because I don't mind. I get stuff that, like I say, this is me plot, this is how I do things. Thank you very much for watching. Now I'm going to leave you with a little song. Right? Now that tattoo there, the Madness one, this song was made popular by Madness, but was written by a bloke called Labry Sifri, I think, not Tito Jackson. Paula. So this song, I can't sing it, but I've just started learning how to play it, and it's a canny good song. Here we go. I never thought I'd miss you half as much as I do. And I never thought I'd feel this way, the way I feel about you. It's always I wake up every night, every day, I know that it's you I need to take the blues away. Ha, whoops. It must be love, love, love. Thank you very much. Bye now. See you on the next one.